Willow is literally underfoot here. If anybody's wondering where Willow is, I know a lot of times people say, where was Willow in today's video? Well, she's right here. I thought in today's video I would give you a quick update of some things that I purchased for the porch. The porch is almost done with its painting job. I will show you an update on that in today's video. These are things that I thrifted. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the walkway and how that's coming along. It should be done by next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday after you see this video. And what I'm going to do a little later is I will be bunching up this lavender that I cut and collected and hanging it from the rafters in one of our outbuildings to dry. Unfortunately, it's gone a little past because of all the rain. I wasn't able to collect it, but it will be perfect for potpourris, some recipes, and for making little sachets. But I wanted to share with you something that I mentioned a couple weeks ago, which I think is kind of funny. I think it's funny. I mentioned that I had the vid, and that's why I was so tired. Well, coming to find out, being dyslexic, I transposed the positive and negative words on the paperwork, so I did not have it. That said, my doctor is now doing tests for a couple different tick-borne illnesses, B12, D, and I'm going to do a magnesium cream. I'm actually going to try to make one up to see, to help with that also, because it also helps with sleep. And this brain doesn't shut down, so I'm going to try that. I also have Shannon's Ghost Pipe mixture. I should show you how dark it is now. It's almost turned black, and I need to add more of the vodka to it just so that I can have a little bit more to share. But that said, if it's not any of the above, we're pretty much going with dealing with burnout, which I'm having a hard time grasping that, because I am go, 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 or actually I shouldn't be having a hard time grasping it because I am go, go, go. But if that's the case, I will be taking a little step back in things that I'm doing and giving my body some time to just decompress. And I even started last week. I'm listening and practicing what I'm preaching about living in the moment. And what I mean by that is, over the past week, I started realizing that I do have this camera pretty much going most of the time when I'm doing things that I want to share or think I want to share with you. And I realized that with that going and I'm moving it around, I'm not really living in the moment. It's probably 80% of living in the moment, 20% business. So I have decided those few days ago, I left the phone in the house or in my garden basket, and it stayed there. I allowed myself to do some things, just me. No camera, just me. And just that little change did do a little something for my soul, which was really nice. And don't worry, I'm going to keep sharing and journaling, but I have decided I'm going to have a little more me time and allow that for myself. So maybe future videos might not be as long, or I might even do some little quicker, shorter videos midweek. I might try to do something on a Wednesday night or a Thursday, I'm not sure yet. But I just wanted you to know that if you see some shorter videos, it's mainly because I am taking a little step back from the camera and just giving my body some time to decompress and enjoy my summer, actually. We're going to be taking a vacation, but we're taking it here at home, and we've got things planned that we want to do, and I'm going to live in the moment and enjoy them. So let's get going on to the video. I'm going to show you the porch, just some of the steps. I don't think I'm in any of the clips because I literally was getting up early and painting either in my pajamas. I have painted in a dress. I might even go out there and do some touch-up painting because I have one whole door I still have left. And then, like I said, I'll show you the walkway a little bit later. I am making a dinner that might be in a next video because I need time to edit this. So for now, I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one. Let's go. Sorry, Willow, I gotta move. No, let's go. I completely forgot to show you these. That's how tired I am. So let me show you these things, which I Fell in love with this. These are all consignment items. I found this for $20 and it actually has a lid and it's empty. So if I wanted, I could place it out, have this kind of leaned on the side there, just kind of off kilter. I could put another glass in here. I could have flowers. I could put some more of Willow's treats in here if I wanted. Could leave it empty, or even potpourri. I could put some of the lavender, and all year round, take the top off and the potpourri scent will happen. Or I could change it seasonally. But I like it. It has almost like a pine cone on the top. And see this detail here of, I'm going to call them laurel leaves. I'm drawing a blank. I used to know what this was called, but I want to show you something here. Let me bring this closer. This is a piece of art that I had for sale. You can see my ring light. Let me shut my ring light off here for a moment. And I always use this for a lot of my own color inspiration, and I had a design intern at the time who was doing something for a college project, and she borrowed this and created a whole room around it as well. These are the colors of sugarwood, or part of them. The black, the white, the greens, the beiges, the taupes. So when I saw that urn, it made me think of this. You see that in the background? I'll do a little closer view of that, but it had a very similar feel to it. So this was the inspiration. Let me get that in frame again. So this was the inspiration for the porch. Now, let's see here. I'm gonna step over Willow again. Let me move this out of the way. I seem to be on a frenzy of purchasing these little footed vessels. I love them. I can use them so many different ways. Flowers, you could put, like the other day I actually was thinking of putting in some of the sticks to test for cakes that are finishing right by the oven or the stove, Q-tips, you name it. I found this for $1.25 at Consignment Corner in Amherst, and that was my only purchase that day. I kind of joked with them that it was the largest purchase that they had, but I really like it. It has a thick top. It reminds me of a few of the other thrifted items I shared, I think it was last month. This pillow. This one I grabbed very fast. Once again, consignment find. This was at Twin Elm Farms. And it says that it's a rose, but when I saw it, when it was propped in a chair, I thought it looked like a white peony with its other buds. So I grabbed this. This is the colors that I love for these soft greens, the taupes. The little tassel here is that very, very soft, almost like lamb's ear green that I love. So this I purchased very quickly, and it really looks nice on the sofa in our library, but I kind of envision it in the rocking chair once I paint it for the porch. It's a matching rocking chair to the other pieces. Now this item, Waterhouse Reach. This item I shared before. It's a little porcelain piece from France, and I have my white lavender I tucked in. I did a little video this morning for Instagram, just showing my big collection of white lavender. I was so pleased to see it, but it was just one of two plants that grew. The second plant came in purple. It was supposed to be white. It was mistagged. So that will probably be on the porch too. The whole look that I'm going for is New England meets old world European, French and English country, cottage charm, cottage core, if you want to call it that, but it's more so going to be an upscale cottage room, as much upscale as I can do on the porch, but it's definitely no longer rustic. I can't wait to show you. All right, so now I'm ready to show you the porch now that I've shared these with you. Now I'll go, come on. I'm back at painting, and it was yesterday I realized the way the previous owners who actually created the inside of this porch, I believe they tried to make it look like there were no doors in this room, but just windows. And it dawned on me once I started painting things. Now, I was not going to paint below the door or above the door because those are little panels that I believe I can pop off. But once I just painted them just to keep going, that's when I realized, oh my gosh, these are all done in the same wood so that it would look like, once again, just windows, no door. And I was gonna roll with that for a while and see what I thought, and then just replace the wood that had to come off here on the right-hand side. There was a doggy door there, and a contractor fixed that for me, but I have to put more wood. But then I was just sitting on the chair here, taking a little break, and I'm gonna go back with my first instinct. I'm gonna make the door look like a door, and the windows will look like windows. I might leave the wood panels below the windows, but I'm certainly gonna take them off the door, and I will benefit from taking that wood because I need that wood to fix a missing panel here, which might be tougher than I'm thinking because it's actually a cracked piece of wood and they're grooved together. I'm drawing a blank here what I want to say, but joined. They're joined together. So this has kind of a broken piece. I'm going to see if I can modify that and maybe just carve off the back. I'm not sure. But first I'm going to take off the bottom pieces and see if there's that faux paneled wood on the back. Then I'm going to decide if I want to take off the top ones. I have some packages here that I have been waiting to open. I have one here from a kindred spirit I got a few days ago, and some of these other packages have been here for a week. And let me explain why. I am determined not to open these. These are going to be a treat for me to open once I finish painting this porch. Now it's getting very close, but I just want to show you what's going on here. I have some windows to scrape down at the end. And I have triple coated painting these. Now let me explain that one too. I did 2 coats of a stain blocking primer. The stain still came through even on this 3rd coat of the paint. So at this point I'm going to stop because I've been waiting. I paint, I'm going 24 hours, I'm painting, it's muggy out, and for me it's not perfect, but Ben reminded me that nobody else knows that I was trying to go for pure white and not cream. So we're gonna go with that for now. And I have all of the other paned windows that I'll have to paint next month once we replace the screens. So I'll be, I need to take a little step back from this layers and layers. And I always joke that if I paint that much, the room's gonna get smaller. This is a 4-season. It has heat, and right now, we have air conditioning going on in the house, and we have a full house fan that is blowing it around. So even in this room, luckily there's no intake here, so we're not bringing in any of the moist air, but we're circulating it in here, which is nice. So that is the update so far on the porch, but that's my mess. Getting there, I've been shifting things around and moving things, but I'm almost done. I see the vision. Today's the day. The walkway will begin. Now, yesterday it was supposed to begin, but we had another full day of torrential downpours. But yesterday, some of the equipment got dropped off. The bummer for me is that I won't be here for the few first hours. I have errands to do, hair color to do, so I'm going to miss some of this, the cleaning up and whatnot. But the plan is, at first there was discussion of moving these rocks
I like these rocks, so they're gonna stay. They might, I don't know if they're gonna have to reposition them or not, but the bricks will be coming up. They're gonna be put up in a spot in our woods. I don't even know how long this is gonna take, but it's going to be fun. This fake lamppost will be coming out. I was supposed to be finding a solar lantern. That was oh, hummingbird up here. That was a little chore for myself, which I did not find yet. I didn't look. And I didn't remove the bulbs yet either. Maybe I'll have to suit up and do that right now. It's 5:30 and I'm not ready to dig in the garden. I still have my slippers on, but we'll get going. They have made quite a bit of progress. And it's funny, I was out here with my metal detector looking for anything I could find, and really all I did find were old nails. So, but now that they're gone, I might come out here with my handheld just to see if I can find anything. I'm not going to dig deep because of what they're working on here, but wow. The path is going to be really pretty, I can see already. They're doing a lot of this by hand just to make sure they don't come across anything, and they did find the old dog fence, electric fence from a previous owner. So now I know where that is. Make sure I don't hit my head here. And the granite stone. Look at that. Oh, I cannot wait. That's so great. There's gonna be a little step down to the bricks. It's just gonna add so much more character to the front here. So this is a different view. Got our granite block here. And tomorrow, actually, no, I'm sorry, this morning, I'm not quite awake yet. The sandstone will be coming in, and then they're gonna lay the bricks. I think the addition of this step is making one of the biggest impacts for me. So there'll be a little step down. Before we just had like a little ramp of a stone. This makes a big difference. So here's something that caught me by surprise. It's like one of these do as I say, not as I do. Well, maybe you shouldn't do as I do. Okay, so for lettuce, we went over don't cut the crown, it won't regrow. And I used to cut the crown and it didn't. Well, when I trimmed all of these down, it grew again so fast. I'm thinking this is a week and a half maybe. So I'll be cutting some more lettuce from this. Now, I don't know if it's going to be bitter. Maybe that's part of the key, but I was pleased to see that this came back. Garden's starting to look like a garden, but once again, with all of this rain, everything's pretty much waterlogged, soaked roots, even with the raised beds. It has been a really odd year for us.